Professional streamer, by the way. Where's my camera? All right. Hold on. That looks okay. Now we're going to watch it.
Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and today I'm
A little quiet. Hold on, I'm going to make it louder.
Recently, I had the opportunity to play EA and Koei Tecmo's new game, Wild Hearts. This game puts us in the wilderness of feudal Japan, squaring up against massive monsters. When the trailer started hitting Twitter,
how did a
YouTube,
Final Fantasy XIV streamer get access to this? That's crazy.
I have more. Thanks to EA and Koei Tecmo for giving me the opportunity to check it out.
Well, he's got new footage.
February release date. Now, disclaimer, and I probably don't need to explain this, but the game is currently in development, and so what we're playing
I'm too micro still.
close to a finished build.
Maybe someday I'll be like a real streamer.
Incomplete or in development, and I'll be largely keeping those out while focusing on the gameplay and game systems. You may also see the occasional frame drop, but it's an in development build.
Is it just footage, or do they actually get to play it?
Frame drops here and there. So while I can't show you the earliest portions of my experience, I can say that the game opens with a tutorial more akin to your traditional action game than what people might expect for a hunting game. You follow through several paths as the game explains its various systems, slowly introducing you to exploration, crafting, camps, and of course, monsters, small and large.
I like the rat
introduction that doesn't
thing.
slow the pace of the game at all, much to my surprise.
4 hours of playtime? Was it like at PAX?
Where you can build a camp. The game does
or TwitchCon? Or do they just like get access to a beta?
Location out in the wilderness, that is your actual camp. This helps assert the game's mission to provide more drop.
Oh, I like the
hunting,
base building aspect.
Stay out and go after multiple hunts in a row without returning to a central town, something that's very normal in this genre. You can craft and upgrade weapons in your small camp, set specific hunts, or simply go out and explore the map if you want.
Scams show ads.
Before allowing us to head into the main city itself.
We're literally running ads at this exact moment.
Actual town to share. We'll just have to stay tuned to find out more about that later. Speaking of exploring, the map itself is probably my favorite thing about this early
session. The game looks okay.
Lush green woods, destroyed cities, hidden caverns, and monster lairs strewn about. You can even find these little buddies named Sukumos that will assist you on your hunts, and the more of them you find, the more you can upgrade the little guys and specialize them to your needs. You can also explore around faster if you master one of the main gimmicks of the game, the Karakuri. These are mystical machines that you can build for both combat and exploration purposes. In battle, you could stack boxes to create walls, or create a jump-off point for aerial assaults, put springs down so you can quickly move and dodge attacks, and there's a bunch of other stuff we're probably going to be able to do. For exploring, you can place towers to help track down
I like damage numbers. They're okay.
Over long distances, and even, of course,
I still like it when the game is designed without them, but it's pretty nice.
Exploration Karakuri can even be used in combat should you desire.
Oh, Ravix, there's no reason to have any trust. I agree.
Enemy, even though they were pretty quick to break them in most cases. I also sometimes just throw boxes down to traverse the map instead of using them in combat, so everything's pretty versatile. To build the character,
I'm assuming you just get a limited number.
There's basic materials that can be found from trees or mining points, and even if you stay on the offense.
Wow, actual gathering.
These let you make small contraptions like the boxes, and the boxes can be combined.
It's Koei Tecmo, but published by EA, so manage your expectations.
From doing charge attacks. The exploration Karakuri, on the other hand, require dragon wells to be found and upgraded around the map. These raise your capacity for placing dragon Karakuri down like the flying vine. Much like with the Sukumo, it's worth running around the map.
This is called Wild Hearts. Gathering is not fun. I like my gathering. It wasn't like...
Once that's done, you'll be able to set up your character.
It wasn't long. It just took him like 10 seconds. Not even 3 seconds to gather it.
There's still going to be more Karakuri in the finished game, but in this, it was all about placing down flying vines, even dropping
I don't know, I like GU then. Stop.
Bosses as they were running to their next location. So again, incredibly versatile and fun to mess around with. Curious to see some of the fun contraptions people will come up with in the finished game.
So it sounds like there's some customization to your tools then?
Gathering materials for crafting, finding respawn
Wild Hearts tool meta subreddit
while out and about. It's a lot of fun thinking about traversing the area, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when I can traverse everything. Now for the actual gameplay. We had 3 main monsters to go up against: Ragetail, Sapscourge, and King Tusk. There was also one more that was
I'm scared
because there's a lot of incomplete stuff in that tutorial. Each of them possess what you'd expect: a different moveset, weaknesses on their body, their tail, maybe another specific part depending on the weapon that you're using, and specific gameplay counters. I found I liked different
specific
weapons for each one,
gameplay
and each of them were generally
counters.
fun to hunt regardless. I will say
That could be good or that could be bad. You know? Hey, Rage Tail. That's like literally a monster in Dauntless. Right? Isn't Rage Tail a little guy?
that the size of the monsters sometimes leads to struggles keeping track of my character, whether that be due to tight spaces and the camera angles, or just finding my view blocked by them from time to time. Some of that was alleviated as I learned to play the game better, so it might just be a skill issue, but I do hope that they are aware of this and continue to improve it in future builds.
I respect him for saying the words, I might have had a skill issue. That's brave.
Their body parts, as most would expect, sometimes big parts like the tails, other times just
the little
patches of
cat
fur that
just
you can
like
let them
threw a
drop
box.
that you can, of
That was
course,
kind of
then
cool.
Go ahead and loot like you would in any other hunting game. However, that's about as close
I'm
to
disrespecting
carving
the
as
fact
you'll
that he's
get,
using the
as
ranged
slaying monsters
ranged weapon, though.
automatically puts the loot it drops into your inventory after a brief finishing attack. I'm okay with this. I don't really care if I carve the monster or not. I just want to make sure I get everything.
No! Also like Dauntless.
Ensure that. Now, as for the weapons, I had a choice of 5 weapons.
Whatever.
The first that they started me with was the Karakuri Katana. This is the starting weapon, and it's a really good starting weapon. It has some simple to follow attack chains and tons of branching options for in-the-moment decision making with your combos. By keeping up the offense, you fill your gauge, and then you can...
The concern is when they're like, you have many options during your combo, is how much of a commitment do you end up having to make for better weapons, or for better combo chains? And like, obviously, Rise Longsword, that's why it gets made fun of so much, right? How many counters do you need, you know? Foresight, Special Sheath, Serene Pose, the other Special Sheath. If it was just Foresight, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Extend the katana into more like a Karakuri whip, giving it way better range and damage. It hits a ton of times in this unbound state, as it's called in game, and the visuals on your unbound skills are quite satisfying. The second weapon I tried was the bow. This one had 2 different arrows that it could fire, and you had to pick which one you were going to use depending on the situation. First, you would usually start with Haya arrows. These give you better control over your bow so you can dodge and attack more swiftly, while also allowing you to...
They just copy the longsword, the katana? Yep.
All over the
It's basically...
body.
Identical to Monster Hunter Rise.
Arrows. These are slower, but some of them have piercing properties and also ignite the Haya arrows that are attached to the enemy's body. So you can attach like 15, 20 of those Haya arrows. Then if the opportunities
he's like repeating the same footage over and over again.
Ones, and then do a massive piercing shot and just bam, 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 explosions all over the enemy's body, breaking things off. Found that really, really satisfying. Each of these bow shots can also be bolstered, opening up rapid fire shots, aerial shots, and deeper piercing shots for more damage. It's
arc shots good,
but satisfying bow gameplay, especially when you get those massive piercing explosions that just rip through an entire enemy's body. The third weapon I tried was the Nodachi. This is a slow and strong weapon that focuses on building up your gauge by performing attacks that understand.
Why is there like... Why is there no hit stop at all? I don't care about the motion blur. It's like the thing might as well not even be there.
Stance. When the gauge is filled, you can let go of your stance to unleash devastating attacks. While the hits themselves are chunky and satisfying...
What? Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa now. There is hit stop?
The weapon I tried was the Nodachi. This is a slow and strong weapon that focuses on building up your gauge by performing attacks while under stance.
That's not hit stop. when his weapon is connected to the floor, it just stays on the floor. It doesn't stick to the monster at all.
When the gauge is filled, you can let go
That's
of
just
your
part of the
stance to unleash
animation.
devastating attacks. While the hits themselves are chunky and satisfying, the slower gameplay.
All right, there's a little bit there. Okay, all right.
As much. So this one I wasn't a fan of.
All right, there's a
I
tiny
like big
bit.
chunky
Okay.
hits, but the feel just wasn't.
I don't know
quite
why
there
they
for
don't
me.
put it on that little
The fourth
guy.
weapon I tried was the hammer. Now, classically in games in this genre, the hammer is my go-to, and I'm kind of on the fence about it in this game. It does have big chunky hits, and it's a little more mobile than I was expecting it to be.
It may actually
But
end up
it's not
having
just
better
a
hit stop
traditional
than Rise.
hammer.
That's true.
It extends, it's a little bit more rubbery, and while it has those big hits, I feel like it focuses a little bit more on the mobility aspect of the hammer.
That's
than it
kinda
does on the
cool.
big chunky hits. Probably my favorite thing about it is its basic triangle attack. It's just this lunge forward and slam on the head. I was tempted to just spam that over and over, but one of the other attacks is just a constant spinning.
You know, it's
attack
like a
over and
little
over and
toy
over, and the
hammer.
longer
It's like a
that you
clown
hold it,
hammer.
The stronger the hammer gets, then it starts to extend out. So these attacks are satisfying, but I felt that the hammer was a little too slidey. It was really hard for me to get the exact hits that I wanted. And when I get these big hammer hits, I do want some degree of precision. But again, could have just been a skill issue. I didn't have a whole lot of time to play it. That's just how it felt after a few hunts of using it. And the final weapon that I got
I'm
to
still
try
confused
was
if they
the
had
bladed
this access
Gotham.
at their
This is an
home or if they had to
umbrella that
actually
has
go out
blades on the end of it. I
to,
think this
like,
might have been my favorite
Koei
weapon of the
Tecmo.
five. And normally I'm not into the super fast, super mobile weapons. I kind of like that grounded big hit feel. But when the Nadachi didn't do it for me and the hammer only kind of did it for me, and then I tried this, this really felt like a fun weapon. You can zip around so much, you hit so fast, you can get into the air, you can get out of the air. There's just so many ways to approach this weapon, and you have a parry. And the parry's kind of forgiving. I'm not super
Parry's
great at
pretty cool.
parrying, but even I was able to pull off quite a few. So in the middle of your combo chains, you see an attack coming, bam, you hit the parry, you get right back in.
That's a little bit like the
counterattack, the follow-up
Naginata
attacks.
from
It's
Toukiden.
really satisfying. Not to mention that the more you stay on the offensive, you actually build gauge and your weapon starts getting more hits, dealing more damage, and it's a very visceral feeling weapon once you get it to that point. When you go after the body parts and you really chip away at them, oh, this is the one. I think I need to see the rest of the weapons because we obviously didn't get to use every weapon that's going to be in the game. But of these 5, this one I think wins amongst those. Now, I do still have some feedback about some things I'd like to see improved after checking
I mean,
out
it's
this build
different,
for-
but it's
well,
very
probably about
similar
4
to
or
the
5
Naginata.
hours-ish total. One big thing for me
Freakmouth,
was
I'm
the
sorry
kind
to
of
say, you
slidiness that the game has.
don't know what you're
And
talking
when
about.
you're
This
first
is
walking around and
Koei
dodging, you don't
Tecmo
really
inspired
feel it,
weapon
but with some weapons, it
from
just feels
Toukiden.
like maybe the weapon pulls your character forward a little bit too much. Like if I go to do an aerial attack with the hammer, I have an
Because
idea
the
of
way the Naginata works in Toukiden is as you attack, it speeds up and you just keep focusing on that main combo with the ability to do a parry to continue attacking.
the distance
and
I
then,
wanna go.
again,
I understand
continue
the
to get
distance
increased
on it,
damage.
But it was really hard to get a feel for certain attacks and how far they would propel my character forward. I noticed this a little bit with the bladed Gasa, but it didn't really bother me as much there because the weapon
But it's
itself
obviously
is so
different.
flexible. It was really the hammer I felt that on, and maybe a
I mean, hold on. Let me see how quickly I can download Toukiden 2. Hold on. It is 13 gigabytes. I could probably download that in 4 minutes. It's downloading at 50 megabytes a second. All right.
little bit the katana, especially the attack that kind of forces you to turn around as you swing through. I always felt like maybe that was a little too much distance on
Like,
that.
I've done a
So
lot of
reduce some
work on
the
my
distance
network
on the
setup at
attacks.
home so that things
One
like
thing I
this
don't
can be
really have
possible.
feedback on, but I need to see more of it to know how I really feel about is the main gimmick of the karakuri. Now, at first, they seemed really cool being able to create these barriers and create these vantage points. And I think that the more I get to play with it in, you know, a full release or a longer build of the game, the more I'll have, I guess, opinions on it. But I found it really kind of unnatural for me.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily wrong or bad for Toukiden to take some inspiration from some of the aspects in Monster Hunter, there's only so much you're really able to do in terms of swinging a weapon, getting iframes, and dealing damage.
To go out of the way,
you know, do you change
these,
something just to be different?
Specific moments that they were designed for, and they do indeed do that. We get to see in this build that if you put 6 crates next to each other after you get far enough into the build,
like my biggest complaint about most Monster Hunter clone games is they don't copy Monster Hunter enough,
and they're vulnerable for a little bit of time. I of course also tested the Dragon Karakuri to see if you could use them in combat, noticing that you could attach a flying vine to an opponent so you could ride it directly up to them, which is really cool. I also didn't get to try some of the other ones that are in the skill tree. There's like a lantern helicopter that also lets you to create a little bit of distance, or either create distance or gap close into the opponent. But I guess it's just not second nature for me to use the Karakuri yet. So getting used to using them for aerial attacks, or even just for getting vantage points in the middle of a fight, I just wanted to have more time with it. So it's not even feedback yet, because it felt fine to use. Accessing it is a quick, you know, hold a button and then press another button.
Monsters are called kimonos? It's kimono. Kimono, not kimono.
Speed that up as well in case you want to use them in combat. But I just don't know fully if
he broke his ass.
As well as it seems like it works, because it looks like it has a lot of potential. I just don't think I've gotten to see that potential yet. Healing in this build was also very, very accessible. I don't know if it was too accessible because I was just getting used to the monsters, and I was pretty grateful for the sheer amount of healing waters that I could find around and their general strength.
How's it look so far? I think the graphics are pretty good.
Full game, if they want that much healing,
you know,
to be available,
it's
if they plan to limit
relatively on par with Monster Hunter in terms of like fidelity. Game design, I think the monsters look cool. I don't know that I like the environments as much.
Like half circle stamina bar next to your character, something that you probably see in other action adventure games or action RPGs, like when you're climbing a cliffside or something like that. But it's a little too shaky, so it's kind of hard to read. And as someone who's colorblind, when it falls below 50% and changes to what I have to assume is red, it almost just looks like it disappears to me. So as an accessibility change, I'd like to reduce the shaking on that, maybe even add the option for just a traditional stamina bar at the bottom of the screen. And also,
I agree that you should be able to zoom out the camera a bit. The monsters are way too large in this game. They are enormous.
Green to red thing, it didn't really work for me properly, and I think that in particular is going to
crossplay. I don't know if they've confirmed it.
I also didn't get to do too much with in-combat items. I'm not really sure how much they are there, if there's any intention to have them, or they're going to be focusing on just the combat itself. I'm kind of okay with that, but at the same time, I would like to see that kind of creativity. So I guess I don't really know where they're going to stand on that. But I was basically only using
that looked like he landed his parry, robbed,
and my Karakuri in combat.
Oh my god! There was an actual drinking animation for healing. And he wasn't running around at like maximum speed.
Nothing else on top of that. You can actually make food at the camp once you've Karakuri in combat, and only using my wits, my healing salves, and my Karakuri in combat, and nothing else on top of that. You can actually make food at the camp once you've set it up, and it's fairly simple. You can select
I kind of missed.
Like
Did you see it?
A vegetable and a seasoning, and each of those has a different effect on your character. So I found it pretty easy to access, and it just gives you some basic stats. So you'll probably be using that pretty frequently.
Look, at least it wasn't like really instant full heal like a potion in Rise.
System, it just isn't for me. So
it's a step in the right direction.
The rest of the things I'd have feedback on, I feel like were more representative of the build we were playing, like the UI on the weapons and armor. I felt like that was very in development. Sometimes there were icons missing, so I think that says a lot about it. It was very hard to discern.
Interesting, the game's coming out in 4 months that they don't have a build that's closer to going gold.
And on top of that, the damage numbers, maybe the font changed a little bit. It was a little hard to read those damage numbers in the midst of all of the chaos. And I do get a big satisfaction out of seeing a really big number. The few times it does happen when I was playing, you know what? I really
could be an older build, more stable older build, maybe.
I think I'll save it till now. Of the end of one of my hunts when I'm using the bow. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful right there. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But I mean, all together, I had a lot of fun. I see a lot of potential, and I just want to see more because I'm on the edge of my seat now, wanting to get back in. Knowing full well, I can't just go play.
It is a live service error, isn't it?
I'll hopefully get to try it again before it releases. Hopefully EA and Koei Tecmo will have me back.
Hook.
And I look forward to
have
sharing
me
that
back.
with you.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out if he got. I think he went to an actual place. Let me show you how the guns and the Naginata work in Toukiden 2.
I'm going to blow you. 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 I'm going to blow you.
Not.
Hold on. Starting up the game. Hopefully it'll work. It's in a window right now. It's monkey time! I'm going bananas!
I'm going to blow you. 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 I'm going to blow you.
It's coming in 4 hours! What is possibly debatable about that? 4 hours! Looks like we forgot to name our guy. Here's name Slayer? That feels kind of bad. He's like a little goblin man. All right.
ZMTL gifted to Lazy to Think a subscription. ZMTL gifted a tier 1 sub to Lazy to Think. They have given 39 gift subs in the channel.
All right, I'm going to show the Naginata, and then I'm going to show the rifle. Looks like Arya Stark. Be nice. So do you see how already this looks like somewhat similar to the umbrella? What time zone? Directly under my nuts! Right under my nuts is where the time
It's
zone
probably
is.
a Tsuchinoko.
Look at it.
Can I play Sword and Shield and explain it in depth? No.
Okay, if I see you, any one of you in real life, you're getting bitten. Like, all right, well, I guess I just got to settle for the incest today. But to me, this seems like a very similar moveset to the Umbrella. And then we're gonna get the parry eventually. And then just as you attack with it, you attack faster and faster. The Umbrella did not appear to have that. At least the guy that we saw playing the game did not appear to do that at all. It is nice that the game actually has, come on. Naginan is pretty good. That must be one of my helpers. I will never recover from this. But the parry window is fairly generous. I think it restores your stamina? But this, so when you see the umbrella, I think this is mostly what you should expect. This monster kind of cute. He's a little cute. He's a little chunky. I want to show the rifle because the rifle, Hook was saying like we should just have default unlimited ammo. And that's what the rifle does. Toukiden RTA, Toukiden 1 or Toukiden 2? I'm sure Toukiden 2 is just like insane. It's really the sound design that's amazing. I didn't know that there were many people that even did RTAs for this game. Platform, I'm playing this on PC. I think it's also on Vita and PlayStation 4. Might. Hold on. I'm using a PlayStation controller here. I don't know if the Toukiden 2 playthrough got saved. I don't think it did. It's saying I'm doing a good job. It's not working. My wild sharding? This is the predecessor to wild sharding. I'm not doing a good job. But you get access to all the bullets simultaneously. Where's like the dump all of your ammo thing? Why isn't it working? It's not doing the cool thing. I swear to God, I'm holding the button down. What? Yes, he did it. Hold on, I want to show you the thing. You just crap out all of your ammo. Oh, it's so cool when you do it. I love that noise. That's really cool. So I think they do a good job with ranged weapons in this. Okay, can I just quit this one? Yeah. Sure, you guys want to see an actual hunt? It's been a million years since I played this.
PG just resubscribed for 38 months.
Pumpkin, thank you. It's been a little bit. I need to. I think I have to talk to somebody. Is there element in this? There is. I don't know how good it is. We finished low rank. I never did high rank. I will obey you. I'd gladly obey you, Benizuki. I don't know if there's really that much more story, though. Higher level.
John Shaft,
John Shaft, thank you.
1977 gifted Julianne Carteret a subscription.
Where's the
John
sus
Shaft,
shrine maiden?
1977 gifted a tier 1 sub to Julianne Carteret.
Okay, so I need to explain something.
Subs in the channel.
I stopped playing the game because I got mega grossed out. I think she's up here. This is like her house. Somebody in chat was like, wow, Kage is so hot. I want to make her my girlfriend. And it was like, I was just like, no, I'm just done playing this game, man. I still banned them, but like, I had that like rattling around in my head and I'm like, I just don't, I just don't want to do that. So these must be harder things? I have no idea. Am I gonna get anused? Some of them look really strong. I'm a little scared. We'll fight Hermit Claw. We will bring the girl with the sword and shield, which is like super complicated. Can I bring one more? Bring him too. This is how you start, I guess. Do phase 7? Let me get a little warmed up first. This isn't our opponent, is it? Ow. I'm like dying. How do I heal? I'm so scared. I don't know what button. R2 plus A. That is evade. We're gonna get there.
Not.
All right, here we go. Yeah, you gotta stand still. So the club is like the semi-equivalent of the great sword. And it has three attacks that each go up to level 3 in a chain. And you gotta break the monster's parts and reveal their spirit. And then you have to attack their spirit in order to actually kill them. Well, we killed the crab. All right, I kind of know what I'm doing though. Don't you get like multiple? I have no idea how to play this game. It is a purify. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't remember. I don't remember how to do that. Yeah, it's not helping me at all. We'll figure it out. Phase 7. We'll fight a manhunter. How hard could it be? We'll take the fist guys. We'll take Gwen again. Take her. There's a lot of stuff to do. If you like to tinker a lot and you like very technical weapons, it's a pretty good game. Of the Monster Hunter likes, it's probably the best. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why can't I do the combo? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm having issues because I'm dumb. Dauntless is better? Dauntless is very good. Why, did I evade that? No, I was literally just pressing the wrong button. Now, I should have the ability to purify things. I don't remember how to do that. I do complain about Toukiden not having enough commitment to attacks. Keep pressing the button. Oh, like that. Okay, and then it floats around you. Soul Sacrifice a Monster Hunter clone? It is, but I don't think it's better. The music's really good in it, though. But I mean, it's just opinions, right? Like, you know, Freedom Wars is the one that I've never actually tried. Should we, like, be hitting him? Yeah, these guys have a lot more life. Alright, so then you could suck up his limbs. He just killed me by walking into it. He just killed me again. But I mean, that wasn't me being bad. That was me being bad. This is a mod. You don't remember Sunbreak looking like this? That has got to be the funniest joke I've ever heard. We've gone from playing Rise Under the World tag to playing Toukiden under the Rise tab. We're just demonstrating something that was tangentially related to the thing that we were discussing. So do we purify the body? Yeah, correct. We'll play some Monster Hunter at some point, right? I need to use the tip more? Look, man, I'm trying to remember how to even, like, basically function in this game. I mean, I hit him with the tip. Do I have other sets?
I'm going to blow you. 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 I'm going to blow you.
I think this is my house.
Not.
If I, like, forced you into a room and, like, required you to, like, decide definitively what option I would need to use, you would not be able to do it. Can I just, like, change the weapon? We've got a Naginata. 771. That looks really high. Is everything balanced? Did I see the new hands-on gameplay of Wild Hearts? Did you just, like, walk away from the stream? Did you just, like, walk away or something? Were you not here? Why in the world what do you think we were playing Toukiden 2? No, we didn't. Why? Do you think there's something I should know? Like, I don't remember how to play any of the weapons. I'll just keep playing with the hammer. I will do one more thing and we'll go back to Monster Hunter Balls or something like that. This guy's pretty cool. Carissa, hold on. If I played God Eater, I played God Eater 3, and it sucks. It's really bad. Let me see if I can make a better sickle. Kusarigama. I can make that one. How many bans have you handed out today? Might have timed someone out. I don't think I banned anyone. Some pretty high raw. I already have the Q key sickle. All right, I'll just use that. You've also said all Toukidens suck. I've never said that before. I say that they have very in-depth weapon combos with pretty dumb monsters. I mostly stand behind that. Somebody was moving my background? Spooky. You can take other players into your group as hunts? That sounds like something Monster Hunter should have done, huh? I'm sleeping. Get up. I forget if the play was just to spam this in between normal combos. It probably is. Damn, they hit so hard. Toya, save me. No, no. I'm like in a state that's causing me to die. I just ripped his leg off. That owns. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I gotta eat your leg. Add part breaker all your elemental longsword sets. I mean, it's 30% more part break. You'll notice it on stuff like Rachna, but otherwise, like, does it matter? I don't know. I wouldn't say this weapon feels like Insect Glaive. It feels like a Kusarigama. Doesn't even feel like a Kusarigama from Neo either. Did I break his leg off? What's he doing? Was that a counter state or something? I'm not even sure I'm even playing this weapon properly. Getting rid of Dereliction? Dereliction's so good, but it's also so sad, right? Oh. Oh. What's up? We're just showing off some Toukiden. Going off of the wild farts stuff. Is there something I could do with that blue gauge? This is Toukiden 2. That's a thing. I have no idea what that thing is. I think you could permanently destroy limbs. That's the problem with Toukiden, man. If there's a problem with this game, it's like, it feels like most of the fight, the thing's just on the ground. Not unlike Monster Hunter these days, it's a bit more extreme than Monster Hunter. It is neat that they do change over the course of the fight, though, and the parts you break will cause various differences as time goes on. Like, we're slowly ripping off all of his limbs. Is this Guzzlord? I have no idea what this is. But we've pretty much destroyed everything on his body. I kind of need more things. Does this do it? I don't know how you suck this. There's supposed to be a command to suck it, and I don't remember what it is. So, I have no idea what the hell I just did. Well, he's almost completely limbless. He's just a flopping head now. Oh no, he's got an arm. That clip is getting popular. You'll love to hear it. I don't think you can climb inside the mouth. Yeah, like, I'm out of heals. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just walked into that. Toya, save me! We need to save Raizo as well, though. This game have Wild Hearts equivalent? I don't know what the equivalent would be. The club isn't it? Like, I seriously don't know what to do. I threw a thing at him and then I died. Why? This thing's too much HP for something that barely attacks. That's kind of like Toukiden, though. We killed it. It only took 10 minutes. That was scary, though. Which game is this one? This is Toukiden 2. We got a new Matama. So would I recommend it? Not really. What are the issues that the game has? It feels like the monsters never move. The AI companions help you out a lot. Better than Sunbreak? No. No, not even the most jaded, cynical Sunbreak hater in the world, I think, would say that this game is better than Sunbreak. If you're desperate for monster hunting variety, I mean, it's all right, I guess. It's just, I think it just crashed trying to quit the game. Play Nano Diver. Yeah, it crashed. It crashed trying to quit the game. That's cool. I don't know why it did that. Now, there's no breakers. We got it. We're contractually obligated to do 2 hunts in Monster Hunter Rise. We're going to play Kakarot. I mean, I guess, how long have I been streaming for? An hour and 40 minutes? We're going to play Kakarot. I promise you, we're going to play Kakarot. Get vored by Cell? We already killed Cell. Breakers is down, right? Hold on. Let me check one thing. Well, let me just check. Let me just see if maybe the Breakers is working anyways. Let me just see if it's working anyways. I know it's not. I'm just going to check it, though. What do they call the slinger in Japanese? Oh, I don't know. Kakarot now or break my balls? I'm just checking. Just checking breakers. No. Server breakers is down. All right. Do we even know the Kakarot USA rep's name? I want to get 1 afflicted research level